Well, we have one more cold day today, still some snow showers even in northeastern Minnesota, and then a rapid warm-up begins heading into the weekend, into next week. It's a substantial pattern change, the biggest change we've seen in more than 6 weeks. So we are going to see lingering clouds across northern Minnesota, bright sunshine here in the southern part of the state, a few passing high clouds later in the afternoon off to the west. But yeah, definitely still very wintry in northern Minnesota. In fact, in those clouds, still some snow showers in the northeastern part of the state. Not a lot of snow, but ½ inch, maybe up to 1 inch in a few spots, because these snow showers are going to be kind of like yesterday afternoon, some convective bursts of snow showers. So they form much in the same way a thunderstorm does with instability. So you can get these very intense bursts of quick snow showers, but it can add up in a quick amount of time. We do have breezy conditions for much of the day too. Those winds will gradually lighten. You can see those higher wind speeds shifting east. Skies will clear out. Lighter winds tonight means it's going to be a cold night tonight too. And below normal, of course, today. Normal highs in the low 50s. We're going to be a good 15 degrees below that, even 20 to 25 degrees. Colder than the normal in parts of northern and western Minnesota here into tomorrow. And just some very minor disturbances to talk about as we head into Friday. Friday night mainly, maybe a couple of showers or even a thunder shower. Not much going on. This is ahead of a warm front that'll be lifting north. Rainfall amounts mostly into Wisconsin, but a few hundredths of an inch maybe. So a couple of very isolated showers again, mainly just in the overnight Friday night. And then another system comes through late Sunday that could touch off a couple of afternoon showers. This might hold the temperature down a bit too. So here's 1 p.m. on Sunday, maybe a few stray showers around. None of this is very organized or a substantial soaking like one of these larger storm systems we've been seeing one after the other. Big shift in our pattern. So what we've had this week, and basically since late February when there was that major polar vortex disruption, jet stream blowing through or near us, giving us one storm after another, keeping the cold around, warmer air way to the south. Next week though, big ridge develops. The jet stream, which is the storm track, lifts north. That pushes the big storms to the north and allows warmer air to move in to fill that void. So as we head into next week, there's that jet stream lifting north. So all these big Pacific storms, instead of hitting California and then redeveloping in the central U.S., are going to be mostly into Canada and in the northwest part of the U.S. So that's where the precipitation really is going to be. This is through next week, total precipitation. You can see other than these weekend chances, the bulk of the rain is way to the southeast and then also to the north. And into the Pacific. So an overall drier pattern, which is good because this temperature forecast is a rapid increase here, which is going to melt a lot of that deep snow. So below normal temperatures today, and even tomorrow, still a touch below normal, but heading into next week, way above normal temperatures. So we literally flip the map here across the continent to a pattern that we have not seen in some time around here. It's been a very cold 6 weeks or so. Temperatures Saturday, our first 60. We've had our first 50 already last Sunday, but we're going to jump right to the first 60. And then our first 70 already by Tuesday, maybe even as early as Monday. So we're talking mid-70s across southern Minnesota and well into the 50s and 60s across northern Minnesota, where there's that very deep snowpack and a reminder of just how much water is locked into that snowpack. Less snow around the Twin Cities, so under 1 inch, but most of central and northern Minnesota, anywhere from 4 to 7 inches of water sitting in that snowpack. And this is that kind of worst case scenario we've been talking about. The cold March just delayed the inevitable, because even in a crummy spring, it is going to warm up rapidly at some point, and that's coming, and that's going to add a lot of water to the river. So this is the St. Croix, Stillwater going up a few feet, and also St. Paul, the Mississippi River going up 2.5 feet over the next 7 days. And that does not take into account any additional rainfall we might see. In the Red River area, they got a lot of deep snow the last 2 days. That's just going to add to the mix there, where we're expecting major flooding already up and down the Red River. So chilly today, upper 30s. Tomorrow, 51, close to the normal high, which is about 53. Nice looking weekend temperature-wise. It won't be 100% dry. There will be a couple of those spotty showers, again, mainly Friday night and then later in the day on Sunday. But then a warm week ahead next week. It looks like all of next week will be warm and mainly dry.